I see it all the time. That's not gonna work. I've been living off grid with solar, exact same setup, for 3 freaking years. How long have you? Shut your cake hole. Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So as you can see, we got quite a bit done last night. The whole house is house wrapped. It's a Tyvek material, but this one here, the brand is Everbuilt. The Home Depot, I guess it's a Home Depot brand. Same type of material. This is designed to let the house breathe, unlike the plastic, should be a pop up there, that I used in an emergency because our supplies never arrived. We had ordered this type of material from Amazon. It was $100, and it never showed up. So I was already doing the OSB, and if you've ever worked with OSB, as soon as it gets wet, you're pretty much done. It gets blistered and everything else just falls apart on you. It's cheaper than using plywood, okay? So we went with this. This was $118 for 150 feet. It was able to do the whole command bunker. That's what we're calling it, the command bunker. The roof, I am still deciding on. I'm open to suggestions. I had somebody contact me about shingles because that's what I was talking about. Going with shingles, it was cheaper to go that route. I've laid shingles before, and their concern was the pitch. It's a 12-foot wide roof, 8 foot on one side, 12 foot down, 7 foot. So it's only a foot drop. And their concern was there wasn't enough pitch and the water would be sitting up here long enough to leak through the shingles. That's a good avid point. It might be onto something there. So I'm looking into other alternatives. The original plan was metal, putting tin on. That's what we're going to do on the side. And the fact is, the price is just ridiculous. An 8-foot sheet was like $27. A 12-foot sheet was 30 something, 36 I think, or 39. I forget what it was. Either way, it's going to take 11 sheets to go across this span, and then 11 on the side, 11 on the side. I forgot what that measurement was up here. I think 6 and 6. But we decided our original plan was 10. Looks like we might be going back to 10. I've done pole barns with tin roofs, so I'm not exactly sure if I need to get some like 1x2 strips or 1/2-inch strips to lay on this to keep the tin off the material. I do know I need to put flashing down. For y'all who don't know, flashing is the metal strips around your eaves, like drip pans and things like that, to keep water from getting underneath there. I know we got a lot of construction guys and gals here. Input is welcome on this. I like the idea of a tin roof, mainly because it's less filtration, less work on my water filters with our rain catchment design that we're going to be using. We're still going to have to filter out water. There's microplastics in our rainwater now. I mean, the studies have shown that. We got microplastics in it. There's pollution, all that good stuff. Yeah. So with asphalt shingles, there's a lot of chemicals. We're going to be using a heavy-duty water filtration system on that. With the rain, we'll still be using the same filter. It's just going to last longer. It won't get clogged up as much. So I'm always looking for input. We're going to go downstairs, and I say stairs, down the ladder, and we're going to go over the electrical boxes, what we got set up down there. Alright guys, so today's video is actually sponsored by Magic Spoon. So Magic Spoon had contacted us a little while back about checking out their cereals, and guys, I like having breakfast, but I never have time to actually sit down and make breakfast. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the shipyard. I don't have time. This makes it much easier, especially being high in protein. For you that don't know much about my channel, I work in the shipyard, I work out, and we're currently building a home. So protein is very key in my daily life. So having something that's high in protein, this is 13 grams of protein per serving. Pretty awesome. So with this cereal, guys, this is a high protein, keto friendly, grain free, soy free, wheat free, naturally flavored. This is a childhood flavored cereal that's perfect for grown-ups. All right, so we have the frosted. This is sent me the priority pack. We have the cocoa, we've got peanut butter, and we have fruity. So they sent us several of these things to be testing out and stuff, and of course I made sure I saved my props and did not eat those, but instead I've been munching on the other ones. And it's actually a very good cereal. I actually do enjoy it. My wife loves it as well. And it's something real quick and easy that we can actually make before we go into work, because we do work early hours. So guys, if you are interested in Magic Spoon, of course, if you use our promo code SURVIVAL, you get $5 off your order. Or you can always go to magicspoon/survival and you can get that promo code there as well. And there should be a nice little QR code popped up there for you guys. You can actually scan that and do it directly that way. Now, one of the things I will speak about Magic Spoon is their happiness guarantee. If you're not happy with your order, no questions asked, they'll refund you. So definitely check them out, and again, links are in the description for this product. So to Magic Spoon for the sponsorship in this video, we definitely do appreciate it, and we're really loving the cereal. So on our way down, put my coffee cup there, I want to point out this Tyvek, the seams here. This is what our Tyvek tape is for. All the seams, I'm gonna have to undo these and pull them tight because I don't like that slop in it. Pull it down tight and you tape all your seams. Keeps it from leaking. You actually could, if you knew where you're stapling at like a professional, you could actually run a thing of staples and then run your your seam tape over it and seal that up as well. I am not a professional, so I got staples pretty much running uniform lines, but you know, shit happens. I told you, coffee keeps people safe. All right, so let's go with the fuse boxes. I grabbed the piece of plywood and set up here because I want to be able to manipulate everything. I want to be able to insulate behind a wall, but I want wood material between my fuse boxes and insulation. All right, now I want to remind everybody, because I'm going to get those comments, that is not code. That is not this. I'm not hooked to the grid. This is a self-sufficient home. I'm using the proper equipment to run this. My power source is solar. It's a self-contained system. My coding is going to be different than yours because honestly, odds are the majority of the people that are typing this stuff in don't live with solar either. Got a little bit of experience in this. So each one of these boxes contain two 20 amp breakers. My inverters shoot out 40 amps. All right, we're going to be tying directly into the inverter. All right, that's what these drops are here. I got one over here too. So let's go ahead and pop this off here. Like I said, two breakers. This one here I don't have. I got the wires labeled air condition and heater. That's it. That's the only thing in that box. Over here, bathroom, TV, comms, security. So I gotta hook all this up. This one here is gonna be the kitchen. Same setup. You'll have the mini fridges and then the heavy load cooking appliances, which are not that heavy load. They just use a lot of wattage. They really don't use that many amperage. So that is the system there. What we're gonna do is I am gonna match this up and get some more. I might either take this whole thing down and just put a whole section up, but I want to be able to get insulation up in here. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. So what's happening, I need to slow down, insulate the wall, then put my electrical on top. But I get antsy sometimes. Yeah, I jumped ahead of myself. What happened? But I'm going to put the inverters down below. This wall here, battery banks. This wall here, battery banks. Below the inverter will be 1 to 2 sets of batteries. They will be shelved off, not to interfere with anything else. And that way I have a horseshoe design with the batteries, so I can actually step in here and I have access to everything. We will have lighting overhead. I got a switch over here for that. Charge controllers. We will be running, I think I have it designed for 4 40 amp charge controllers. They will go here. Everything's centralized. The reason why I'm going with 4 instead of 1 giant MPPT, if one goes out, my whole system does not go down. If one goes out, I lose 4 panels. Okay? I still have 12 in operation, or however big we decide to make the solar system. See what I'm saying? Each one of our solar panels pull 6 to 9, I think it's like 9 amps. Is what is rated. So I just go ahead and do the 40, and they've been working just fine for us. We've been using them for 3 years. I mean, I see it all the time. That's not gonna work. I've been living off grid with solar, exact same setup, for 3 freaking years. How long have you? Shut your cake hole. All right, guys, so I'm exhausted. I'm running tests right now in the breaker box wiring. So this is the breaker box setup for the kitchen run. We've got a 3500 watt inverter hardwired in. So I jacked one of our batteries. This is a LiPo 4 battery. There's no charge control on it. I know this battery's full. I just want to do some tests and make sure nothing pops or catches fire. Yeah. So let's go ahead and turn on everything. Make sure everything is working on the inverter side. All right, 13.1 volts on our battery. Throw our breakers. And the fan turned on. That's good, because that's what I had hooked up. All right, so the fan works. I know that outlet works fine. Next outlet, this is on its own breaker. Works fine. It's going back here. It's where the fridge is going to be hooked up. Fan's working. Awesome, awesome. Check out this one. Works good. I'm tired. So this fan here is hooked up to a solar generator right now, but the one behind me is the one we're plugged into the wall. So this line is wired correctly. I've got to do the same thing with the other 2 fuse boxes. Let me get out of the way of that fan. Other 2 fuse boxes to make sure all of our wiring is done correctly. And I still got to run all of our lines for our light switches, but those are going to be hardwired into our charge controllers. But I'll be running a hot and negative bus setup, going through a fuse panel, but not a breaker box, an actual fuse panel for DC. And that'll be running our light switches. So yeah, now all I got to do is just get the other inverters mounted we're far from the solar grid. I still have to lay out all of the, well, I have to get all the batteries, all the wiring, connect them all, get them on shelves as well because I'm stacking them, and run all that wiring into charge controllers. The charge controllers, they got to be run to the solar grid, but since the roof is not done yet, we're not doing that yet because I don't want to put panels on the roof and then not be anchored down. And then we also need to get EMP Shield to secure our stuff. Now we do have EMP Shield for our charge controllers inside the trailer, but this is a bigger system. I'll be using 4 to 6 40 amp charge controllers. So that's either 4 or 6 of them. I'm thinking 4 will do it, to be honest, but if I'm going to go more panels, I'm going to need 6. I got the space for it, so we might do that. If that's the case, I'm going to need 3 EMP Shield dual charge controllers for them. So I'm going to need 2 more, 3 more, 3 more if I do 4. No, man, I'm so tired. 6. I would need 2 more because I already have 1 for 2. So yeah, I just need 2 more. I'm exhausted, guys. Please keep on prepping. I get frustrated sometimes. I get frustrated myself most of the time. I'm just tired. Strap up my knee tonight. I might soak it for a while. That's just a thing, guys. Age gets up to us, but you always push yourselves. Fact is, I just twisted my knee just at the right moment, and it finally just gave out. Thankfully, it's not blown. It's just bummed out, water on the knee. That's it. Anyway, so the good news, we got power. As far as the wiring that we ran, it works good. Hey, babe. Baby.
What?
I'm filming, but check it out. I got power on this wall.
Sweet.
Oh, I gotta plug it in. Hold on, guys.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, here's the the power works. Go to show the wife. Hey, look, I got power. Forgot to plug it in. So we're good on that. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is the shelves. Oh yeah. Started working on the shelves. This is going to be the countertop. You got shelving down here and shelving in the bottom. We can put doors on it later. This here, I took the cutout here because we're stacking double mini fridges here, since the other mini fridge actually stands about that tall. I think it's 33.5 inches, so that actually comes up to here. Then I just build a shelf up above it and then add the other one on it. The reason I like the mini fridge is that it uses a very low amperage draw, and our inverters will do just fine with it. So yeah.
Lovely. Love it.
We're going to insulate. The reason why there's extra holes is because I got to run more wiring for light switches, you know, that stuff. So yeah, it's a never-ending cycle. It will actually end soon. As soon as I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I can see the light, and mainly because it's sitting right here in my peripheral. But yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and speak to y'all later.